You may have heard these radio ads. They target people with $10,000 or more in credit card debt, and those people are urged to call in to find out if they qualify for debt relief. Well, it almost sounds too good to be true, and maybe it is. The ads are being taken off the air in Nova Scotia, but they're still running in New Brunswick, and for more on that, I'm joined by Tamara Kelly. She's with the Education Department of Credit Counselling Services of Atlantic Canada. Tamara, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So who are these people?
From our understanding, they're debt settlement companies. So what they do is they try to settle your debts for you through their program.
And how does it work?
From our understanding, what they do is ask you to pay a fee, and then you set aside an amount of money to pay those debts.
And okay, so what's the downside here?
Well, one of the things is that only your creditor can guarantee exactly what they would settle your debts for if they would actually settle it. So having a company act as an intervener doesn't necessarily mean that your debts will be settled.
Okay, so they're trying to give you the idea that you will, in the end, pay less money back? Is that what they're luring you in with?
That's the concept of debt settlement, yes.
Okay. So why were the ads pulled in Nova Scotia?
From our understanding, if the ads have been pulled due to non-registration, so if you're not registered in Nova Scotia to deal with somebody's debt, such as a collection, then you can't advertise.
Okay, but they're still allowed to advertise in New Brunswick, is that right?
We don't have the same regulations as Nova Scotia. Each province is different.
Okay. Well, what would be your message about, what struck me about some of the ads that I have heard myself is how authoritative they sound, and they almost spoke of Canadian government policy. I actually thought it was a message from the government. Can you describe the kind of messages that they're making for the radio?
Well, I think we've heard all kinds of messages and different ads on the radio and on TV talking about what people can do with your debt, and basically, again, it's up to the creditor to know exactly what will be able to be done with your debt. When you sign an agreement, you're signing an agreement to pay that debt back under a certain payment term, under a certain amount of years, under a certain interest rate. So really only the creditor can decide if they're going to take any less or if they're going to change that agreement. So what they're looking at doing is possibly settling those debts and acting on your behalf, but there's all kinds of implications. There could be implications to your credit. There could be implications with your financial relationship with that creditor. So you want to be careful about going into any other sort of agreement than one you have signed with your creditor. You want to make sure you're dealing with a company that is registered with the Better Business Bureau, that has a good relationship with their consumers already. Debt is very personal, and debt is important, so you want to make sure you're handling it appropriately.
Okay, Tamara, I appreciate your time today.
All right, thank you.